Hello everybody, welcome to our UrbanByNature NBS EduWORLD webinar. This is the first of a series of 6 webinars that will be held online over the next year. We have the pleasure to host some presentations today from our NBS EduWORLD partners, as well as from higher education students who have engaged in some of the activities of the Horizon Europe NBS EduWORLD project. This event is organized by UcLE Europe and it is being channeled through UrbanByNature. Our agenda for today is, first we will have this short introduction that I am giving myself, Carmen Machi Castañer, on behalf of UcLE Europe. Then we will have these 2 presentations. First one will focus on the Genova city case study. This speech will be provided by Elena Maranghi and Dario Cavallaro, both of them partners of the NBS EduWORLD project. And the second speech from our NBS EduWORLD Hackathon students who were involved in the Genova case, Giulia Gita, Samuele Nicosia, Chiara Zenaro, and Rendi Bayu Aditya. After these 2 presentations, we will give space for the audience to pose questions in the chat, and there will be an open dialogue with the speakers. So on first place, we have our students from the hackathon who will present the project that they have been working on during that event. Giulia Gita, she's a 3rd-year bachelor student in environmental and natural sciences at the University of Genoa. Chiara Zenaro, she's recently graduated from Utrecht University in environmental science. She has a specialization in sustainable development. Samuele Nicosia, he is born in natural science student at the University of Genova, and he is an activist in environmental issues. And Rendi Bayu Aditya, a PhD student at the UCL at UK, whose main focus is on urban planning, but also on the circular city transitions with different case studies. Our other speakers, Elena Maranghi and Dario Cavallaro, they are both working at the municipality of Genova, and they are NBS EduWORLD partners as well. Elena Maranghi, she's a technical officer for the municipality of Genova, currently working as a technical officer there in the environment administrative department. She is graduated in architecture, later earned a PhD in urban studies from the University of Roma La Sapienza, and she has an extensive expertise in the field of urban regeneration and participative models and participative engagement methodologies. Dario Cavallaro, technical officer for the municipality of Genova as well, since 2018, is the coordinator for ministerial programs on urban regeneration. He also graduated in architecture in Genova, and he has a postgraduate at the AA in London. He worked in Dubai on large-scale projects and Accra in Ghana as design manager for a newly funded city which was applying environmental sustainability methods. In parallel, today he performs as an adjunct professor at the University of Genova with focus on parametric design. The Horizon Europe NBS EduWORLD project nurtures an NBS literate society It aims supporting a just transition to a sustainable future, supports the creation of a NBS community, and facilitates the synergies between NBS professionals, education providers, youth, society, policymakers, delivering NBS knowledge and resources for all. At the same time, within this project, we have a number of cities representatives or organizations that are in touch with these cities' problems. At the NBS EduWORLD project, those are frontrunners and follower cities coming from 3 different ecosystem assets: the rural, the urban, and the coastal. Here they can find a space to exchange, and these webinars aim to disseminate to a wider audience the environmental challenges faced at such ecosystems, but also with an optimistic perspective, the opportunities that these cities can find by transforming current approaches towards a more ecosystem-based planning. NBS education is key to facilitate this transformation. The UrbanByNature NBS EduWORLD webinar series are designed based on addressing the question, how can we mainstream NBS actions through knowledge? We aim at bringing NBS knowledge into real city planning actions and a profound change in the NBS education landscape. We are targeting everybody. Our mission is amplifying efforts of increasing NBS knowledge, raise environmental awareness, and prepare our society to build upon solid and robust education systems and methods. UrbanByNature is fundamented on an approach based on the ISO 37101 standard. It builds on connecting blocks of governance and policy, financing, modeling, technical design definition, implementation, monitoring, and ultimately replication and upscaling. Within the Horizon Europe NBS EduWORLD activities, we've been putting in touch practitioners with scientific community, with business, with politicians, with higher education students, neighborhoods, communities, and more. But the how we are doing this is what is the most interesting part of the project in terms of how education and different education modes can help them to connect, synergize, mobilize, and build together a more sustainable society. Here you can find some of the different NBS EduWORLD activities, such as the NBS Edu Community Workshops, interactive learning with hackathons, about which we will talk a bit later in our presentations, the Future Youth Toolkit, the NBS Summer School, the Task Force Nature-Based Solutions Education, and our current 6 UrbanByNature webinar series that are starting today. So in this webinar, we are creating synergies between our NBS EduWORLD partners from the coastal ecosystem of the city of Genova with the higher education students that participated in the hackathon event. We will exchange on the Genova case, which has been exposed during this hackathon event, more precisely on the environmental challenge, but also on the needs to transform the engineering and the urbanization approach to water and river management in the Genova region. Then we will have the presentation from our higher education students. They will talk about how they collaboratively tried to solve with transdisciplinary and creative ideas the current barriers, limitations, and challenges to transform the approaches to water and river management in Genova region. And these concepts, they all have been linked to the benefits provided by implementing NBS solutions.